Thank you. Second ball, Landrum High School, South Carolina High School League encourage and promotes good sportsmanship in tonight's contest. Any profanity, rude, or intimidating remarks made towards players, coaches, officials, or any team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Next off, Landrum High School and Spartanburg County District 1 schools are tobacco-free facilities that includes vaping and electronic cigarette devices. So no tobacco or vaping products are tolerable on district grounds. That includes inside the stadium and the parking lot all the way to the road. Please also be aware of any foul balls that may come to the stands or concourse area. Nets in front of you are for your protection, but 3 or 4 do come over per game. So for your safety and that of small children in attendance, please beware of all foul balls while the game is in play. Concession stands are open and located at the gate where you came in. Good selection of food and drink available to you there. Restrooms are located just adjacent. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, before we give you tonight's starting lineups, we ask that you please direct your attention to the field as our athletic director Mike Gentry and the Landrum baseball coach area for a special presentation. For the past 5 seasons, Landrum High School baseball has hosted the Steve Coley Memorial Preseason Tournament. This tournament is devoted to the memory of the founder of Landrum High School baseball program, Steve Coley retired from professional baseball and returned home to start a baseball program here at Landrum High School. Starting in 1972, immediately Landrum became a successful program, and in 1975 captured its first state championship, defeating heavily favored McCrory-Liston in 2 straight games and extra innings in the original state tournament format. Since those early days of Landrum High School baseball, many great players and coaches have come through the Landrum High School baseball program, but one thing has not changed: the winning tradition of Landrum High School baseball. Since its inception in 1972, in 49 seasons, including the season to date, the Landrum baseball program has won 5 state championships, 8 upper state championships, 14 district championships, and 18 region championships. Last Wednesday, with a 15-0 win over Blacksburg, the Landrum High School baseball program captured its 800th victory as a program, along with its head coach Daniel Little capturing his 200th career victory. Overall, the Landrum High School baseball program now has won 801 games to just 386 defeats, giving the program in 1,187 games a .675 winning percentage. This comes to an average of 16 wins per season. At this time, we ask that you please rise, put your hands together after this statement here, as Coach Mike Gentry presents Landrum High School baseball coach Daniel Little and staff with a plaque commemorating the 800th win of the Landrum High School baseball program. How about a big round of applause on behalf of all players and coaches, past and present, on this incredible accomplishment. All right, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we'll give you the starting lineups for the visiting Whitmire Wolverines. Leading off will be their shortstop, number 1, Casey Stevens. Batting second, the third baseman, number 2, Peyton Crumpton. Batting third, second baseman, number 15, Blake Stribble. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 4, Joseph Dillard. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 3, Will Livingston. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 5, Trent Blackwell. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 23, Gabriel Sturkey. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 10, Gavin Waltenthal. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 12, Andrew Hill. Also available for the Wolverines will be number 9, Jacob Dickerson, number 13, Jesse Thompson, and number 19, Zach Fuller. Head coach for the Whitmire Wolverines is head coach Chris Martin, assisted by Ricky Stevens, Jonathan Stevens, and Peyton Hill. The Wolverines come in with an 8-5 record. All right, Cardinal fans, how about you rise to your feet and make welcome the starting lineups for your Landrum Cardinals. Leading off, the shortstop, number 7, Evan Sierra. Batting second, the left fielder, number 9, Noah Hyder. Batting third, the second baseman, number 3, Gentry. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 11, Bo Burnett. Batting fifth, and on the mound tonight for your Cardinals, number 1, Patrick Clark. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 8, Colin Jackson. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 12, Harper Gosnell. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 10, Whitmire. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 2, Peyton Atkins. Also available for the Cardinals will be number 4, Eli Davis, number 13, Luke Bowling, and number 20, Aiden Raines. The Cardinals are led by head coach Daniel Little, assisted by Justin Henson, Keith Hill, John Sierra, Dylan DeYoung, Justin Kirby, Brent Riggers, Cole Steele, and Scott Ayers. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you all please rise and remove your caps, direct your attention toward the left field foul pole, toward the American flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball is marked time. This field, this game, is a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come, Ray. Most definitely come.
And we're certainly glad you're here. Please go to www.landrumbaseball.com. There you can click on the iScore scorecast link for tonight's ball game and follow along pitch by pitch on StatCast. Also, if you go on YouTube and search for this ball game, Landrum High School versus Whitmire, you can follow along live video cast here by Luke Ruff. Thank you for providing that service for us. That link is also on our social media pages at Landrum Baseball on Facebook and Twitter.
plate, and we are ready to roll.
Leading off for the Wolverines, number 1, Casey Stevens.
Casey Stevens headed to the plate for the Wolverines. We'd like to thank all of you for tuning in tonight as Landrum goes for program win number 802 tonight against the 8-5 Whitmire Wolverines. Landrum won the CT matchup earlier by an 8-4 margin. That game was recorded.
7:15 p.m.
That game was recorded live, not streamed, but recorded, and we will start uploading that once this game is over. Hopefully it'll be live about 11 or so, and we got a hit right over to center field where it is caught by Peyton Atkins. Casey Stevens able to get a piece of it, but too much hang time. Atkins able to catch up, and Landrum. Landrum able to notch their first out. Peyton Crumpton, the shortstop for the Wolverines, headed to the plate now. Pitching tonight for the Cardinals is Patrick Clark, the three-sport athlete, starting on both the baseball, football, and basketball teams. The first pitch to Crumpton from Clark gets fouled off, so the count will begin at 0-1. Second pitch goes down as strike number 2. Nice placement there by Clark. 0-2 count now for Crumpton. And make it 1-2. That one bounces off the dirt and behind catcher Harper Gosnell. Pitch number 4 from Clark coming up here in just a moment. And that one is fouled off toward third this time, so keep the count at 1-2. Here's the fourth pitch from Clark. Got a hit. This one going almost straight up. Clark's going to try to grab it himself, and he dropped it! Oh, no! And again, as a receiver for the football team, he probably knows it better than anyone. If you look away before you've looked the ball in, that is a recipe for a drop. You can't get complacent like that, even when you think you've got it wrapped up. Got to finish everything off. So Whitmire catches a break there and gets Peyton Crumpton over to first base.
That's also why he always runs.
At the plate now is Blake Stribble, the second baseman. And that one goes down as a ball. Second pitch heads off toward Cooper Gentry at second, and it bounces over his head. And now making his way toward third, Crumpton has it. It's going to be a single for Blake Stribble, and now Whitmire, just like that, is in scoring position. One out with runners on first and third. Whitmire.
Number 4, Joseph Dillard.
Whitmire looking to strike first here. Joseph Dillard headed to the plate, the catcher. And that first pitch from Clark hits the dirt, ball's loose, and Gosnell could not bring him in. Whitmire scores the first run of the game. That is Peyton Crumpton making it home, and the Wolverines go on top early, 1-0. That will count as ball 1, I believe. Joseph Dillard still at the plate now. Here's pitch number 2 from Clark. And that goes down as a strike. Nice placement by Clark on that one. To the low and to the outside, right in the bottom right corner of the strike zone. 1-1. And, oh, the wind caught that one. Yeah, it veered off to the outside right as it was starting to come along the plate. And we are starting to get a little bit of a breeze here as well. Count is at 2-1. And Clark sends that one. Gentry's got a chance at it, and he notches that out over at first. Stribble, oh, they missed the throw over at third, and Stribble is going to score. Evan Sierra that time unable to bring it in for the Cardinals, so make it 2-1 in favor of the Wolverines.
Now number 3, Will Livingston.
And now the first baseman, Will Livingston, headed to the plate. Base is clear for Whitmire now. 2 outs notched by the Cardinals so far, and that'll be ball 1. Clark's second pitch goes down as a strike. Low into the outside once again. Nice pitch as we head into pitch number 3. And that is going to go down as a strike as well. Whitmire one false move away from having to head back to the dugout to grab their gloves. In the meantime, here's the pitch from Clark. Got a hit over toward third. Sierra scoops it up. Gonna try and get him out at first, and he is out. So Sierra makes up for that drop over on third, gets a nice throw out over at first base, and Landrum is trailing after the top of the first inning comes to a close as we head into the bottom of the first. Whitmire up 2-0 over the Cardinals. All right.
For the Cardinals, shortstop number 7, Evan Sierra.
We are ready to roll now. Evan Sierra headed to the plate for the Cardinals. Landrum ready to notch their first attempt at some responses to those 2 runs put up by the Wolverines. Sierra will lead them off.
Get yours, D. Make it be yours.
And Sierra hits that first pitch out towards shortstop. Can they get him at first? They got him. That was close, but just not enough speed there.
Now batting for the Cardinals, leftover number 9, Noah Hyder.
Noah Hyder headed to the plate for the Cardinals. Pitching for Whitmire is Trent Blackwell. Actually started in that JV game, was one of their cleanup hitters. Had a couple of very solid hits in that one. Did not pitch though. And that one hits the dirt. Ball 1. Hyder shows bunt, and it goes down as a strike. Apologize for the video freezing. Can't ever be quite sure what's causing that. It did not freeze at all during the C-team game, and now it's deciding to act up at a rather inopportune time. Hopefully that sorts itself out before long. 1-2 count for Noah Hyder. 4th pitch from Blackwell coming up. And Hyder connects, sends it off toward 3rd. Can they get him at 1st? And that one is high. Hyder's going to take off. And we'll see just how far he gets. He will stop over at 2nd. Saw a couple of high throws from the Wolverines during warm-ups. And another one plagues them here.
The second baseman, number 3, Gentry.
Cooper Gentry, the reigning Cardinal Athlete of the Week, headed to the plate now. Batter number 3 in the Cardinals lineup and looking to clean it up a bit. Noah Hyder over on 2nd for Landrum. And Hyder going to take off for 3rd, slides, and he is safe. That goes down as ball 1. So the count will start at 1-0 for Cooper Gentry. And Gentry hits that one. I don't see where it went. And, oh, over to center field. And so Hyder able to get home, though Gentry is out. Sorry, I froze up on that one. I lost track of it and thought he might have fouled it off toward us. So Landrum able to score. Cooper Gentry gets an RBI, and Landrum able to cut into that lead. 2 outs with Bo Burnett at the plate. No runners on base. Here's the windup from Blackwell, and sends it too far to the inside. That'll be ball 1. And that one is too far to the outside from Blackwell. Count will move to 2-0. Pitch number 3 from Blackwell will be ball number 3. That one hits the dirt, and Landrum would have been able to maybe shift some runners around if there were any on base. Bases are clear right now after Gentry was able to clean them up. 3-0 count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Blackwell, and Burnett lets it go. That'll be strike 1. Burnett does swing and gets it over to the shortstop. Is going to be close, and oh, they missed another throw at first, and Burnett kind of had his hips turned the wrong way, so not able to make it over to second, but another error by the Wolverines, and Landrum able to get away with another out. Patrick Clark headed to the plate now. Clark showing bunt. and backs out of it. That ball is loose, and now able to make it over to second is Bo Burnett. And time is called by Landrum's third base coach. And looks like they got it sorted out. Clark still waiting his first pitch, or no, that first one hit the dirt. 1-0 count and make it 1-1 or 2-0. Check that. Looked for a moment like the ref might have made a motion. And the video's starting to drop out. Hopefully it sorts itself out here in a moment. In the meantime, making his way over to third is Bo Burnett, and he is safe. And that one is loose. Clark gets walked.
Now batting for the Cardinals, first baseman, number 8, Colvin Jackson.
No, surely not. Running a speed test right now. Apologize for the video errors. Really not sure what's causing those. All right, are we stable now? We got just under 3 megabytes of upload, so that's probably it. And got a hit right down the middle there. Landrum able to score, and able to score again. And just like that, Landrum has the lead. Colvin Jackson with the 2-hitter.
Now batting for the Cardinals, the catcher, number 12, Harper Godsall.
Jackson settled it in over on first. We'll see if he heads anywhere. 2 outs and a runner on first for the Cardinals. There goes Jackson. Can he make it? Slides. That ball's still loose, but Jackson not in any position to take off there. Landrum up 3-0. Jackson able to steal third there. Count is still at 0-1. And got a hit in over toward third. Jackson in scoring position, and that ball could not get to first fast enough. Another drop by the first baseman. Landrum scores again. Carson Shipman headed to the plate, yes, now for the Cardinals. Landrum with a runner on first and Harper Gosnell. And now Gosnell already taking off and makes it no problem. Carson Shipman still awaiting his first pitch, I believe, and making his way toward third. Harper Gosnell now in scoring position. Landrum looking for run number 5. Count is at 2-0 for Carson Shipman.
Has anybody scored a long run yet?
Here's pitch number 3 from Blackwell to Shipman, and that one was way out there. They thought about going back to third to try and grab Gosnell, but he was almost back there anyway, so no point in going for it. 3-0 count now for Shipman. Peyton Atkins on deck. 2 outs and a runner on third for Landrum. Here's the pitch, and that one goes as a strike. Blackwell lost his hat. And that one goes down as a ball. Shipman gets walked, and Peyton Atkins will have a chance to clean it up.
Now batting for the Cardinals, center fielder number 2, Peyton Atkins.
Atkins showing bunt here and now trying to steal second. Shipman, that was close, but he's safe. And in the meantime, Gosnell's able to score. Just a mental mistake there by Whitmire, and it costs him yet another run. Harper Gosnell makes it 5-2 in favor of the Cardinals. Got a little flustered when they saw Shipman stealing, forgot about Gosnell, and Landrum able to capitalize. Count was at 1-0. That's going to make it 1-1. Swing and a miss from Peyton Atkins. And Blackwell sends that one right down the middle. Can they grab him at first? That was close, and he's safe yet again. Landrum is rolling. All the way back to the top of the lineup. Evan Sierra ready to roll.
Evan Sierra.
And that one goes down as a strike. In the meantime, Peyton Atkins able to steal second. More stolen bases for the Cardinals. 0-1 count to start for Evan Sierra. And thought about swinging at that one, lets it go. Ends up a little high and will be ball 1. So a 1-1 count now, 2 outs with runners on second and third. Landrum was down 2-0 to start this game. They've responded with 5 runs, and Sierra thought about swinging at that one, and now making a break for home. Peyton Atkins got it. 6 runs for the Cardinals. Two-one count for Evan Sierra. Has thought about swinging a couple of times, though has not gotten a full one in yet. And does swing at this one, up for grabs over around right field. And dropped by the shortstop, or the second baseman. Landrum scores again. Whitmire just cannot get out of their own way. Evan Sierra makes it over to second, and time might have been called by Landrum, that or they're getting someone else to run for him. And no, just getting a signal in.
Leftover number 9, Noah Hyder.
Noah Hyder headed to the plate now for Landrum. 7-2 in favor of the Cardinals. Whoa, and that one went behind Hyder's back. Sierra makes it to third. Might have been trying to compensate for some wind, maybe. We've seen a lot of pitches go pretty far to the outside, both to the left and the right. There have been some strong gusts coming in from the left to the right, at least the way you're looking at it from your screen. It's been from the left to the right. And I'm not sure if the pitchers are overcompensating or if they're just having them let go of their hand, letting them out of their hand too late, or what, but we've seen some pitches go all over the place, and another one goes behind the back of Hyder. And Sierra unable to capitalize too much there. Count will move to 2-0 for Noah Hyder. And Hyder connects on that one into some open space, and he's got it. Landrum scores again. 8-2. Landrum pouring it on. Cooper Gentry headed back to the plate now. He's already been here once in this inning.
Batting for the Cardinals, second baseman number 3, Cooper Gentry.
And that one too far to the outside. Can Hyder make it a second? Yes. 1-0 count to start. Gentry lets that one go, and Hyder makes it to third. And Joseph Dillard can't believe it. That one was close, but I tell you, they did a whole segment on that in Mythbusters. Sliding really does give you about an extra half second to make it over to that base. It is faster. Hyder using that to his advantage there. Count moves to 2-0 for Cooper Gentry now with a runner on third. Can Landrum score 10 runs in one inning? We'll find out, though not going to happen here. That goes down as did they count as a strike? It looked like the umpire was motioning with his right arm, and then he kind of bailed out. 2-0. Gentry lets that one go as well, now at 2-1, and that ball's loose. Hyder not going to take off, though, playing it safe. I don't know what happened with Dillard there. It looked like he threw it himself. Not totally sure, like it might have bounced out of his hand. Does look like we've got time called. Oh. Bounced off of Cooper Gentry's helmet. Hopefully he's all right. Count is at 3-1 now. I was wondering, because I thought that one earlier went down as a ball. So this will be pitch number 5 from Blackwell to Gentry. Again, Hopefully Gentry's okay. Had that last pitch bounce off of his helmet. And swings and fouls that one off. So that'll be strike 2. Pitch number 6 in this sequence, 2 outs and a runner on third for the Cardinals. Gentry connects! Center fielder has it up for grabs and he catches this one. So the drops come to an end for the Whitmire Wolverines. They had a lot of drops in that inning, and Landrum capitalized on them to their fullest extent. 8 straight runs scored by the Cardinals there. 8-2 in favor of Landrum as we head into just the top of the second inning in a moment.
Blackwell.
And the pitcher for the Wolverines, Trent Blackwell, at the plate now. Whitmire looking to get things back on track. Again, they had a very solid top of the first inning, got up 2-0, and that is not going to help them. Blackwell gets caught out over at 1. But yeah, I mean, things were looking up for the Wolverines there for a little bit.
Number 23, Gabriel Sturkey.
Got up 2-0 early in the first inning. Patrick Clark looked a little bit rickety pitching, took him a bit to get warmed up. And, I mean, things were looking up. Whitmire even got a quick out on Evan Sierra early on in the first, I believe, and then Landrum just went ballistic. 8 straight runs, and a 2-point lead has turned into a 6-point deficit for the Wolverines. 1-1 count now for their next batter. This is Gabriel Sturkey, the right fielder. And Sturkey swings and misses on that one. That will be strike 2. And another swing and a miss. That one was way off to the inside. Swung at it regardless and pays the price. Patrick Clark able to strike Sturkey out.
Number 10, Gavin Waltenbaugh.
And now as Gavin Waltenbaugh heads to the plate, Whitmire has 2 outs, and Patrick Clark sends that one a little too far to the inside. So the count will start at 1-0 as Landrum guns for out number 3. And that one too far to the opposite side. 2-0 count to start. And a swing and a miss there. Move the count to 2-1. Here's pitch number 4 from Clark, and that goes down as strike 2, right down the middle. So as we head into pitch number 5, we've got 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Whitmire down by 6. Clark winds up, and that is strike 3. Though the ball's loose, can Gosno get it over to first in time? Yes. So, Landrum making quick work of the Whitmire batting order there, hanging on to that 8-2 lead, and they're headed back to the plate here in just a moment.
Will be the right fielder number 11, Bo Burnett.
So as Bo Burnett heads to the plate, Whitmire has made all sorts of switches on defense. They've got a new pitcher. Joseph Dillard comes out from his catcher spot to head onto the mound. Then, okay, let me try and get this straight here. I know I saw Trent Blackwell headed over to third. Casey Stevens is over on first. Got a bunch of changes. I'll have to take a moment to wrap my head around all of them, but Whitmire sent guys all over the place. 1-0 count to start and make it 2-0. That one off the glove of the catcher there. And that one right down the middle. Nice looking pitch there from Joseph Dillard to get the count to 2-1. Bo Burnett will await pitch number 4. And fouls that one off a little late and a little low. So move the count to 2-2. And yeah, just could not get quite enough drop on that curveball. Count's going to move to 3-2. Burnett in danger of being walked. And fouls that one off just over the line toward third. Could not keep it in. That was close. And Burnett probably would have gone a long way, but instead, we've got a 3-2 count heading into the 6th pitch of this sequence. And Burnett connects, and the wind caught that one as it went up. Looked like it was going to be maybe an infield fly, and instead goes to a foul ball. Almost hit a little kid. He was trying to catch it and kind of misjudged it a little bit. He didn't have a glove either. I don't think he had much of a shot. 3-2 count as we head into pitch number 7. Burnett has fouled it off twice in a row. And Burnett hits this one. Can he get that whole shot? Not quite. Caught by the shortstop, Peyton Crumpton. Or check that, that's Casey Stevens, able to make the grab.
Now batting for the Cardinals, the pitcher number 1, Patrick Clark.
So after a lengthy trip to the plate, Bo Burnett is out. He'll be followed up by Patrick Clark. And that one well off to the outside. The count will begin at 1-0. Here's pitch number 2 from Dillard, and that one is low. That'll be ball 2. Pitch 3 coming up. No runners on base for the Cardinals. One out notched by the Wolverines so far. Can they get out number 2 here? Not going to happen on that pitch. That'll be ball 3. A little north of little north of the strike zone that time. And Clark lets that one go. That'll go down as strike 1. And he lets that one go. That's ball 4, and Patrick Clark gets walked.
Now batting with the Cardinals, first baseman, number 8, Colvin Jackson.
Colvin Jackson at the plate now for the Cardinals. They've got a runner on first, and probably going to take off here in a second. It's Patrick Clark. He stole once in the first inning. And yep, Whitmire's already getting ready for it. Though that pitch sent too far to the inside. Nobody gets anything going there. 1-0 count to start for Jackson. Dillard really sizing this pitch up. Takes a moment to reset his feet. Still waiting on pitch number 2. Jackson gets a nice bunt off. Can he make it to first? No. Patrick Clark able to make his way over to second, but Jackson is out.
For the Cardinals, the catcher number 12, Harper Gosnell.
And now Harper Gosnell will look to make something happen. Patrick Clark over on second. We'll see if he goes anywhere. And that one is too low. Hits the dirt before it gets to the plate. That'll be ball 1. Whitmire has certainly looked better since they made that pitching change. Joseph Dillard has had a much easier go of it, we'll say, than Trent Blackwell did. Landrum calls time. And we'll see what exactly they've got dialed up in just a moment. And now it looks like we're ready for pitch number 2. Clark still over on second. Stole that base a few moments ago. 2 outs and a 1-0 count now for Harper Gosnell. Gosnell swings and fouls it off toward third. Almost kept it inside the line, but just could not reel it in enough. 1-1 count.
The guy second got hurt on the game.
Here's the pitch from Dillard, and that goes down as strike 2. Joseph Dillard just needs one more to wrap this inning up. Pitch number 4 coming up, though Dillard has really started taking his time between throws. Getting a lengthy rest here. Here's the pitch, and hits him. Gosnell got hit, and not sure why he's not heading off over to first. I mean, I don't think you can argue that it didn't hit him. It bounced off his left shoulder, and he wants to go again. They're just going to let him roll, I guess. All right. So, just keep the count at 2-2, maybe. I'm not sure. Gosnell going to get a second chance, and hits that one right to the second baseman, and Gosnell's out. So that's out number 3, and Landrum's going to have to head back to the dugout to grab their gloves. So after an 8-run first inning, Landrum is unable to extend their lead any further. Keep the score at 8-2 in favor of the Cardinals as we head into the top of the third.
The Cardinals.
All right, so interesting move by the Cardinals. They've made a pitching substitution. Patrick Clark is out and Colbin Jackson is in, as Whitmire looks to
number 12, Andrew Hill.
looks to roll their batting order over for the first time in this game. Number 9, or the 9th batter in the order, Andrew Hill, who started in that JV game, at the ready now and sends it all the way to center field. Nice hit to start things off for the Wolverines. So Whitmire, just like that, has a runner on first, and now they've rolled the order over. Casey Stevens headed to the plate now.
Now batting number 1, Casey Stevens.
And that one heads to the outside. It'll be ball 1. Jackson eyeing first. Don't think he's going to go there. And a swing and a miss by Casey Stevens. So move the count to 1-1 as we approach pitch number 3. And got a hit, headed over to the shortstop, and they've gotten out at second, going for the double play, and they got one of him, but could not get Stevens out over at first. Though Andrew Hill is out.
Now batting number 2, Peyton Crumpton.
So Landrum's got one out as number 2, Peyton Crumpton, who started at shortstop. Whitmire and Landrum both actually have done a lot of switching around on the defensive side, but this is Peyton Crumpton at the plate and trying to kind of get Stevens to cheat back a little. Jackson making a quick throw over to first. And got another hit. This one brought in by Hyder missed it. And it was brought back in by Sierra. And that's enough for Whitmire to move the bases. Runners on first and second for the Wolverines as Blake Stribble, number 15, heads to the plate.
Now batting number 15, Blake Stribble.
And Stribble partially swung at that one, backed off at the last second, and they'll give it to him. So a 1-0 count to start. And make it 2-0. That one was low, did not hit the dirt, but didn't clear the strike zone either. Pitch number 3, 2-0 count with 1 out and a runner on second. Whitmire down by 6 and in need of some offense. Can they get it here off of the new pitcher for the Cardinals? Nothing going on that pitch. Got another gust of wind coming in. That is ball number 3. Bases loaded if Stribble gets walked. And that is strike 1. That was a little wide, but they count it. Pitch number 5 coming up. Again, that wind starting to die down maybe for a moment. It's been on again, off again, though nowhere near as bad as it was during the C-team game. Jackson waiting. Here's the pitch, and that one is low. So there's ball 4. Bases loaded for the Wolverines.
Now batting number 4, Joseph Dillard.
And the catcher, or formerly the catcher, the new pitcher for the Wolverines, Joseph Dillard, headed to the plate now. Number 4 in the lineup. I mean, this is how you draw it up. Bases loaded. Got your cleanup hitter coming in. Can he get it done? Got a throw over to first. He's out. But Whitmire is able to score. Make it 8-3. That one was scooped up by Evan Sierra, though opted not to throw for second, instead went for first, got the second out, but at the cost of an extra run. Will Livingston headed to the plate now. Runners still on second and third for the Wolverines. Here's the pitch from Jackson, and that'll be ball 1. Hits the dirt inside the batter's box. Pitch number 2 looming. And that will be strike 1. A little low, but still right down the middle. Getting it on the lower end of the strike zone. Nice pitch by Jackson. Pitch number 3 coming up. And got a hit. This one is brought in by Noah Hyder and missed the throw. Or no, they got it. Couldn't make out the number on that first baseman, but it looked like for a second he kind of ducked out of the way of that throw. I thought he missed it, but able to bring it in. That's out number 3, and Landrum does give up another run, but is still up by 5 as we head into the bottom of the 3rd. 8-3 in favor of the Cardinals when we come back.
For Whitmire now after the 3rd inning, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on.
All right, and we are back. Carson Shipman going to lead off for the Cardinals here.
First baseman, number 10, Carson Whitmire.
He'll be going up against Joseph Dillard, who had a very solid 2nd inning after Whitmire gave up 8 runs in the 1st. And kind of waiting on everybody to get set now. Here's the first pitch, and that one is too far to the inside and breaks loose. So the count will start at 1-0. Dillard off the mark there. And, oh, swung just a little bit early, but he sent that one flying. I still don't know if it's hit the ground. It has to have hit by now, but that was, man, that had some hang time. 1-1 count for Carson Shipman. And got another slightly early swing, though it looks like this one is going to be in play. Can they catch up to it? Oh, over his head. Shipman is loose. And he's going to make it to second. Yep, just over the head of the right fielder there. Gabriel Sturkey unable to bring it in. And again, that wind is starting to pick up a little bit. I think that might have carried it a bit further than Sturkey thought it was going to go. And that's enough to send it over his head. And Shipman gets over to second. Atkins headed to the plate now. No outs and a runner on second for Landrum. And got a hit. Oh, up for grabs, and Sturkey does catch that one. Nice hustle. That one was headed right for the fence, and Sturkey able to stay in stride.
Now running to the Cardinals, shortstop number 7, Evan Sierre.
Evan Sierre back at the plate now for Landrum. Has had a prolific career here with the Cardinals, committed to play baseball at Mississippi State. Also had offers from Duke, Clemson, and South Carolina. Has pitched 2 no-hitters in a perfect game this year. We've seen him pitch once against Blacksburg. Landrum won that game 15-0 and run-ruled the Wildcats in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Sierra lets that first pitch from Dillard go, swings to the inside, and the count will start at 1-0. And Sierra nails that one, headed back to Sturkey, and he catches that one as well. Or no, he dropped it! Oh my goodness! Just didn't look it in. Or wait, hang on. Hang on, it looked to me like he dropped it there for a second, but Sierra's heading back to the dugout, so I guess that's out too.
Now batting with the Cardinals, third baseman number 9, Noah Hyder.
Could be. So Whitmire catches a break there. And now at the plate is Noah Hyder, number 9. Hyder shows bunt and then backs out of it. That'll be ball 1. Peyton Atkins still over on second for the Cardinals. Two outs and a 1-0 count to work with now for Hyder, and he calls time. All right, and we're back. Noah Hyder still awaiting his second pitch. Two outs and a runner on second for the Cardinals, who are up by 5. And they're going to try to go back to second, though Atkins may be able to make it back there in a hurry. Hyder has still not gotten the pitch. And here it is, nails that one, and it's a line drive out to center field. That one is good, and now making a break for home, Peyton Atkins got it. 9-3 Landrum. Noah Hyder able to nab an RBI there. And the Cardinals have the lead back out to 6.
Number 3, Cooper Gentry.
Gentry headed back out to the plate now. Two outs and a runner on first. First pitch for Gentry is too low. That'll be ball 1. And looks like time was called by the catcher this time around. He'll have a little meeting with Dillard over on the mound. 1-0 count for Gentry. Whitmire, again, has really been taking their time with these pitches. Gentry now awaiting his second pitch. And nails that one inside the line. Can they get him out at first? No, that ball's loose! And now Hyder gonna make a break for home. It'll be close, and he's got it. So it's a triple for Cooper Gentry. Noah Hyder able to score, and just like that, it's 10-3 Landrum, their biggest lead of the game.
Now batting for the Cardinals, will be the left fielder number 11, Bo Burnett.
And Burnett at the plate now fouls that one off, so the count's going to start at 0-1. 2 outs and a runner on third. We'll see if Burnett can bring Gentry home here. Gentry started to make a break for home plate, but Burnett didn't swing at that one. And I was mistaken. Count will start at 2-0. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch was a ball as well. Here's number 3, and a swing and a miss from Burnett. And they thought about trying to just go ahead and get Gentry out over at third, though Trent Blackwell not quite in position. 2-1 count now for the Cardinals. The umpire says 2 balls, 2 strikes, or 1 ball, 2 strikes. Okay. So a 1-2 count. And whoa, make that 2-2. That was way off the mark.
Everybody clap your hands.
Here's the pitch, and got a foul ball off toward first. Man, he got all of that one. Just not able to keep it in play, though. Count's going to stay at 2-2 as we head into pitch number 6 from Dillard to Burnett. And that one hits the dirt. Gentry's going to make a break for home, and he makes it no problem. 11-3 Landrum. Something's got to give here. A 3-2 count with 2 outs and no runners on base. Landrum up 11-3 over the Wolverines. And got a hit. This one headed back towards Sturkey. Can he make the grab? Yes, and he does not drop it. No doubt about it. That was a catch by Gabriel Sturkey. And so Landrum closes off the 3rd inning and adds 3 more runs to their total, up 11-3 as we head to the top of the 4th. Cardinals on top by 8 when we return.
The Cardinal from there.
All right, and Trent Blackwell will lead off for the Wolverines as we have reached the top of the 4th inning. Just about halfway through this one, and Blackwell sends that one right down the middle, and Sierra makes a routine throw over to first base. Made it look easy at least. And just like that, Landrum able to notch their first out of the top of the 4th. Headed to the plate now is...
Ladies and gentlemen, have your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Whitmire, number 13, Jesse Thompson.
And we've got our first substitution of the game for the Wolverines. Gabriel Sturkey is out, and replacing him is number 13, Jesse Thompson. Here's the first pitch, and a swing and a miss. Thompson unable to connect there, and the count will begin at 0-1. And not sure if he got a piece of that or not. He did, fouled it off toward first. Same difference anyway. Goes down as strike number 2, 0-2 count now, and Jackson with a chance to strike Thompson out and get that second out of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, that's strike 3. That one was well off to the outside. Thompson thought he could get a hold of it, but could not bring it in. Now Gavin Waltenbaugh headed to the plate.
Now batting number 10, Gavin Waltenbaugh.
And a swing and a miss there from Waltenbaugh. He can't connect. Count will start at 0-1. And that one kind of drifted to the outside, but they call it a strike. Again, looked like the wind might have gotten a little bit of that one. I think it got some hang time, and that might have been enough for the wind to catch up. Here's the pitch, and that one is high. Yeah, that was definitely close. 1-2 count. Here's pitch number 4 from Jackson to Waltenbaugh, and that is strike 3. 3 batters and 3 outs. Whitmire is going nowhere. We have reached the halfway point in this one. Landrum up 11-3. Whitmire having a tough go of it from the plate. And now Landrum with a chance to extend their lead further. We'll see what they've got dialed up as we head into the bottom of the 4th and begin the second half of play here from Cardinal Stadium. All right, so Whitmire's got yet another new pitcher, but they didn't warm him up very much. An interesting call here. This is Gabriel Sturkey, the right fielder, who has had several catches out there. Pivotal ones at that, too. He was having a really good game over in right field. Now they've got him on the mound.
Right fielder number 1, Patrick Clark.
Patrick Clark headed to the plate for the Cardinals. Can't see who they've got replacing Sturkey over there in right field. Here's the first pitch from Sturkey, and he hits Clark. Not the start Sturkey envisioned, I would imagine. So Clark takes his leave.
Pitcher number 8, Colvin Jackson.
He heads over to first in the meantime. Colvin Jackson heads to the plate. And I don't even know if I should move the camera. I've got a very strong feeling that Clark's going to steal second again, or at least try to. We'll see if he pulls it off. And yep, there he goes. Can they get him? Nope. Patrick Clark has done it again. So Landrum now with a runner on second. That goes down as ball 1 for Colvin Jackson. Here's the second pitch. Oh, and he nails that one into the open field. And Clark, oh, it missed the left fielder. Patrick Clark able to score. Man, how about that? Landrum scores on yet another error by the Wolverines. 12-3 in favor of the Cardinals. And I mean,
batting for the Cardinals, the catcher number 12, Harper Gosnell.
Just to play devil's advocate here, if things do get out of hand, the run rule is 15, so if we get to 18-3 at any point, the game's over. But oh, it is? Here's the pit. Whoa, that one is loose as well. And Jackson makes his way over to third. Okay, so there's an update on the run rule. So again, we're not 100% sure, but if Landrum gets up by 12 in this 4th inning, the game might be over. And then I think after the 5th for sure, the run rule is 10. So we got an out there, but Landrum able to score again. Colvin Jackson makes it home. Cardinals up by 10.
Now batting for the Cardinals, first baseman number 10, Carson Shipman.
Carson Shipman headed to the plate now. Harper Gosnell able to bring Jackson home, but got himself out over at first. And that pitch goes too far to the outside for Shipman to reach. The count will start at 0-1 with 1 out. And move it to 2-0. That one was off the mark as well. Gotcha. So the run rule is 15 in this inning and then 10 in the next. Again, just kind of playing devil's advocate here. Whitmire could catch fire like we saw them do in the last inning of that C-team game. Scored 4 runs in the final inning of that one. Count is at 2-1 right now. And move it to 3-1. That one hits the dirt. And Shipman hesitated there, did not swing. It was a little to the inside, so I don't know that he could have gotten all of it there. Might have been what he was thinking about. The wind has almost died down completely out here. 3-2 count with 1 out and no runners on base for the Cardinals, up by 10. And that one is going to be ball 4. Shipman is walked.
Now batting for the Cardinals, center fielder number 2, Peyton Atkins.
Peyton Atkins ready to roll now. Landrum with Evan Sierra on deck, so with the chance to roll their batting lineup over once again. And yep, there he goes. And got a pop fly in the infield. And that one is dropped. That one is dropped. So Landrum not actually going to be able to capitalize, though. It was the right call there by Shipman. He took off to second, then when he saw it was an infield fly, he ran back because of the infield fly rule. But then when that one was dropped, he was already so far back toward first that Atkins couldn't really go anywhere. So a lot of fun, but it just goes down as a routine foul ball. Not much to see once everything's said and done. 0-1 count to start. There goes Shipman again. Can he make it? Slides into second and he's safe. Yep, 0-2 count now for Shipman, and kind of fouls that one off. Got a very, very small piece of it with the edge of his bat. That one looked kind of weird coming off. So keep the count in 0-2 as we head into pitch number 4. 1 out and a runner on second for the Cardinals. Atkins, kind of got a weird swing on that one, makes a break for first, and they just got him. That was close. Atkins not quite fast enough though, but Landrum has rolled the batting order over. They've got a runner on third.
Shortstop number 7, Evan Sierri.
Yep, a runner on third with the Mississippi State commit Evan Sierri headed to the plate. We'll see what Sierri can do, and nails that one. Can he get it in open space? Yes, he can. 14-3 Landrum, and it's going to be a double for Evan Sierri. Man, what a hit on his first swing, no less. Landrum scores again.
Now batting for the Cardinals, third baseman number 9, Noah Hyder.
Noah Hyder headed to the plate now with a runner on second and 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and Hyder gets hit. There's the second time in this inning alone that Gabriel Sturkey has hit a Landrum batter. So the Cardinals have runners.
The second baseman number 3, Cooper Gentry.
Yep, so the Cardinals have runners on first and second with one of their cleanup hitters and Cooper Gentry headed to the plate. Again, this is how you draw it up with these batting orders. Should be interesting to see how it shakes out. Gentry has had some solid hits so far in this game, highlighted by a triple that came from a missed throw over on first base earlier in this one. Landrum up 14-3. Here's the pitch from Sturkey. Gentry sends that one straight up. Man, that's got some hang time. Up for grabs and over the head of the second baseman. Landrum scores again. 15-3. He might have lost that one in the lights. The stadium lights are on. But I don't know what happened there. That was Blake Stribble just unable to bring that in. Went right over his head.
Left fielder number 11, Bo Burnett.
Man, that went almost straight up, too. That was way up in the sky. Bo Burnett at the plate now. Landrum with runners on first and third. 2 outs. Noah Hyder in scoring position. And that one is low into the outside. Nice save there by the catcher to keep it from going awry. Landrum would have scored again if that one got loose. 1-0 count to start for Bo Burnett. And that goes down as strike 1. Nice job by Sturkey to really get it on the outside of that strike zone. 1-1 count now for Bo Burnett. And he thought about swinging at that one. Ball is loose. Hyder will not take off, though. Count's going to move to 2-1. Awaiting pitch number 4 from Sturkey here. And that is strike number 2. So Gabriel Sturkey has a chance to kind of stop the bleeding here for the Wolverines and send this into the 5th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with runners on 1st and 3rd for the Cardinals. Here's pitch number 5. And got a kind of a ground ball over to shortstop, and Burnett is out. So Whitmire able to notch that 3rd out. And we are heading into the top of the 5th. Landrum dominating this one, up by 12. Score is 15-3 when we return. All right, I'd been waiting to see this. Landrum's making another pitching substitution. Now it's Cooper Gentry, the quarterback for the Landrum football team. I've been wanting to see how this translates.
The mound for the Landrum Cardinals, number 3, Cooper Gentry.
Yeah, you can see that's at least one trait of quarterbacking. He has got a lightning fast release.
Number 10, Carson Chipman at first base. Now Colvin Jackson at second. Number 9, Noah Hyder.
So Cooper Gentry with a chance to close things out for Landrum. Again, I've been curious to see how exactly the throwing motion for a quarterback translates to pitching for baseball. And it does look like there are a couple of holdovers, again, with that release speed in particular. He's got kind of a lengthy windup, as really all pitchers do. But once the motion actually starts, it is very fast. It comes out of his hand very quickly compared to some of the other pitchers we've seen.
Will go into left field, and center field will be number 13, Luke Bowling, and in right field, number 20, Hayden Raines.
In the meantime, the stakes are as high as they've ever been for Whitmire.
And pinch hitting for the Wolverines is number 9, Jacob Dickerson.
As Jacob Dickerson heads to the plate for the Wolverines, excuse me, the stakes are really higher than they've ever been. The run rule after the 5th inning, or after the 4th inning, going into the 5th inning, the run rule drops down to 10. So if Whitmire does not score at least 2 runs in this inning, the game is over. They have to get to 5 runs just to keep playing. And Cooper Gentry's first pitch goes down as a strike. Jacob Dickerson, who did a little bit of everything in the JV game earlier, playing his 2nd game tonight, goes down for strike 2. Here's pitch number 3 from Gentry. Quick release and sends a little off to the outside. 1-2 count. Here's pitch number 4 from Gentry, and a swing and a miss. Man, he's got some heat on that fastball. Yeah, I tell you what, that was one of his defining traits. I mean, as a quarterback especially, he didn't have, a Matthew Stafford level arm. He couldn't swing it 80 yards or anything, but he had a lot of zip, especially on some of those short passes. Really accurate passer to boot, just had some untimely interceptions every now and then. He was quite a gunslinger on the football field for the Cardinals. That first pitch goes down as strike 1, I believe. And that is ball 1 for sure. That was off to the side. And that one goes down as ball 2. Though I tell you, I love that he's not taking too long between pitches either. That was what my dad and I were talking about on the way back from one of these baseball games with pitchers that take about a minute or so, or even 45 seconds sometimes between pitches, just kind of gathering their thoughts, letting their arms rest up, not really sure what the gist of it is, but you know, you think long, you think wrong, and Gentry sent that one down the middle and got a hit from Casey Stevens, who makes it on to first base. So Whitmire does have at least a runner in play now.
Now batting number 2, Peyton Crumpton.
As Peyton Crumpton heads to the plate. Again, if Whitmire does not score at least 2 runs in this inning, the game is over because of the run rule. Gentry sends that one down the middle, got a strike. Or, yeah, I'm not sure what they have to. I'm not sure if they'd have to get it to 9 or if they'd have to get it to 10. Like, is the run rule at 10 or is it if they're 10 or more? That, in the meantime, goes down as ball 1 from Gentry. So start the count at 1-1 as we head into pitch number 3 for Peyton Crumpton. And that one a little too far to the inside. Gentry has sent a lot in that direction as of late. 2-1 count now. And that one to the inside as well. Count moves to 3-1. Stevens kind of hanging out over on first, has not gotten the chance to take off yet. 3-1 count with 1 out, and Landrum going for a second one. But Stevens not really playing that far off first. So 3-1 count with 1 out and a runner on first. Whitmire in need of 2 runs to keep the game going. That's going to be strike 2. So now with the 3-2 count, this will be pitch number 6 to Peyton Crumpton. And fouls that one off, so we will see a 7th pitch in this sequence. Swung a little low there. And got a partial swing, and it goes down as ball number 4. So Gentry walks his first batter.
Now batting number 15, Blake Stribble.
Yep, got the first walk there for Cooper Gentry. Counter resets as Blake Stribble heads to the plate. Whitmire has runners on first and second. And Gentry's first pitch goes down as a strike. Now awaiting pitch number 2. And a swing and a miss there. Count's going to move to 0-2 for Stribble. So 2 strikes, 1 out, and runners on first and second for the Wolverines. Here's pitch number 3 from Gentry. And that one too far to the outside. That is ball 1. So we will move on to pitch number 4. And a swing and a miss. Dribble gets struck out. Landrum is just 1 away from closing this thing off.
Now batting number 4, Joseph Dillard.
Joseph Dillard at the plate, saw some action pitching and fouls that one off. Started the game as the catcher, saw a little bit of action pitching. They pulled him in favor of Gabriel Sturkey. And here he is back at the plate. 0-1 count to start after that foul ball. And Gosnell dropped that one, but no harm, no foul. That is strike 2. Again, Whitmire has to get to, we believe, well, as many runs as possible, obviously, but either has to get this to 6 or 5 runs just to stay in the game, and there's it. That's it. Cooper Gentry with the strikeout of Joseph Dillard to close it off.
The final score in 5 innings. Whitmire Wolverines 3, Landrum Cardinals 15.
So Landrum has run-ruled yet another team.
Please, on your way out of the facility, please throw away all your trash in the appropriate receptacles on your way out. Also, please, in our efforts to help combat COVID-19, please wear your mask and maintain 6 feet of social distancing as you exit the facility as well.
So, Landrum wins in dominating fashion. Final score 15-3 in favor of the Cardinals. Still undefeated on the year, notching program win number 802. The Whitmire Wolverines will drop to 8-6 on the season. That's going to do it for us. We will see you guys tomorrow, I believe. Got JV and varsity baseball at Chapman against Union County. Should be a good matchup. We will see you then.